massive build-up, a lot of emotions, a lot of tears, and then I think I remember, I actually came out, and you were like, "Is that it?" And I remember feeling like, "What the fuck? What the actual fuck? What was any of this for?" I was like, "Could we try this one more time? Maybe a little bit more of a reaction."
I love it.
It was so anticlimactic.
Welcome everybody, you're here with MackZaddy. You have on my left
Mackenzie.
I am Zach and this is
Maddie.
You are about to listen to some absolute mic magic. Magic mic sort of no, maybe not magic mic, but you know what I mean.
Magic Mike.
We're
That's
gonna-
right.
Magic Mike without
Copyright.
the
Copyright.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah.
get
We can't
we'll
copyright.
get
Without
Magic
that
Mike.
aspect
Channing
of it.
Tatum on
Unfortunately.
here at some point soon.
Some guest appearance
Guest
from
star
Channing.
today is Channing Tatum. No,
Channing Tatum
that would be
himself. No.
Oh my god. So today we're going to be interviewing Mackenzie. For those of you who don't know who this guy is, because he's not really popular in Australia at all. Not many people know about him.
What do you even do?
Yeah, what do you
Not
do?
much.
You even contribute to the scene?
Oh god.
love
I don't do much. I wouldn't say so.
But no, so most of you will know about Mackenzie, but Mackenzie helps out a lot at Rawcon. You help us a lot with setting up. You help us a lot with our relationship as a counsellor.
You're welcome.
Mediator.
You're so welcome. Mediating.
mediator
I
in
am the
this
mediator. I'm the mediator.
Yeah.
I'm always. Don't worry, guys. I got you.
All
I
he
got
really
you.
does is just walk around saying mediation.
Mediate. I'm mediating the
mediating.
space. The
Yeah.
space
Mediating
is
space.
mediated.
Yeah.
Which is always a valuable tool.
Which is funny because I don't think we're arguing ever. I think we're just being like fun banter.
You
like,
think so?
We're just friends.
You reckon?
Like when we
So
talk
you're
shit
the
to
only
each other.
one in this,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
trio
yeah.
that
Maddie
thinks
gets
that's
offended
the
by
case.
it,
And then
see?
we're doing it again. We're doing it again.
See, you don't think you're having arguments.
Yeah.
But everyone else thinks you are.
Oh, yeah,
So
well,
who's
yeah.
right?
Always me.
Well, I'm not being
And never
actually
anyone else
serious.
except
Yeah,
me.
so Maddie's right. Always. I just smile and wave.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
it's
Anyway.
not about us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about this guy.
Right.
It's about me. Hello.
Yeah.
So how long you been dancing for, man? Do you know?
Oh yes, I do. I will be coming up 10 years
So
in
old.
June this
10
year.
years.
Yeah. I don't know
Damn,
the
yeah.
exact
Cool.
date, but yeah. So I
Nice.
started back in 2014.
Nice. Nearly a decade, eh? What are we going to do to
So
celebrate?
close, so close.
I
do
know.
something.
When in this year is it? Do you know?
June.
June
Yeah, it'll be.
20.
Oh, there's going to be a
24.
wedding during June. Maybe we can
Oh
turn that
yeah,
into a
so
celebration.
I think it'll be like around whenever you guys are getting married will be like my 10th
Just
year
pick it
anniversary.
back off our wedding
Oh,
day.
that's
It's
Don't worry,
fine.
at the wedding, in my
It's fine.
speech,
Oh,
in my speech, I'll mention, I'll give you guys your little speech, I'll say my little nice things, but then I'll follow it up with also
By
my
the way.
10-year anniversary. Let's have a drink for me, and I'll get everyone to
Finish on
guys.
that toast. That'd be
fantastic.
different. Everyone else is just bright green. Woo.
So for this episode, we would like to pretty much, we're going to go through and interview all of us, like we said before.
Not in this episode.
Not in this episode, but during this episode, we want to get you guys familiar with how Mackenzie thinks and what's been your journey, what's your journey been like,
What drives you?
what's your
my gosh.
passions in life,
Yeah.
what do you do outside of dance, what do you do during dance?
Well, we're gonna dig.
Yeah, we're gonna
Do you
get
like
so
number-
deep.
So
Do you
deep.
like number ones or twos better?
What are we talking about, right? Don't continue
Like the
that
count
sentence.
1 or 2.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well,
What did you think I was talking
Anyway.
about?
So, well, because I remember when you first started,
Yeah.
you weren't actually that keen on it.
No,
It's
I
what,
was
what
so
made
against
you,
it.
come back and keep going.
What made me come back?
This
guy
My
right here.
Mum.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
To be fair, I
Literally, she made you come
Literally,
back.
I
But
was so against it.
What made you want to come back?
It took a while.
Yeah.
It took a while. It was hard because I didn't want to start. I guess for context, my mum got me into dancing. I think she'd done it for about a year or so before I had started. I had been dragged along to these nights because it was a bit far away from where we were living, and I was too young, or at least they didn't want me to be left at home without anyone look after me. So I
remember those
tag,
days.
Yeah. So I'd be tagging along with mum. I'd be after school, I'd be in my school uniform, playing my iPad, on the sidelines, really not engaged with anything that was going on. And then I don't know
Dad
at what
reached out.
point.
Dad told you like.
Yeah,
are
he
you gonna
stopped
jump
the
in?
class.
Yeah.
He stopped the class and he was like, "So you're getting in?" And I was like, "No, no." And he was like, "Yes." And I was too scared to really like
Say
stand my
no.
ground and say no, so
Yeah.
I did it, and
Oh,
I
you
did not
poor
like
kid.
it.
You're not allowed to say no to adults.
No,
when you're a kid.
no,
That's
and
bad.
it was so bad, and I really had such an. I did not have a good time.
So for all the parents out there that have taught their kids to never say no to the adult or whatever,
Yeah.
they're gonna start dancing because they have no choice.
No, but yeah. But anyway, but gosh, I was
But it
there.
worked out in the end.
And it did take a while. It did take a while because I was really not enjoying it for like the longest time. I'd say it took me about a year before I started like actually enjoy it. Because I was pretty much just made to go that entire year. But after like hitting that 1 year mark, I could kind of see like the improvements. Or like I was dancing and I was like, oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm like kind of getting good at this.
Yeah.
I'm kind of
do
doing
a
some fun
thing.
things. And I was really annoyed because it was I was having fun in some of the
Oh,
dances.
no.
But I was also like, but fuck you, I don't want to be here. But like I was so against being there. But then I started enjoying it and I was so conflicted because I
Yeah.
was so spiteful about being there.
Yeah.
But then it was like,
the inner turmoil definitely they just eventually.
I have a
took over.
question.
yeah.
How long did it take you before you told people at school that you danced?
Oh
Good
yeah.
question. Yeah.
Because boys don't dance, hey.
No, boys
That's
don't
gay.
dance. That's gay.
That's gay.
That's
Yeah.
gay. And
Huh,
boys
gay.
don't dance. Boys don't dance, and the boys that do are gay.
For the record, we're joking.
Yeah.
For the record, Mackenzie's gay.
Oh, close enough. Close
Yes.
enough.
Close enough.
Yeah.
That'll do.
If you're watching the video, this will make sense.
How long? Oh God, when did I tell people at school? Not for a while. I literally, because I was so scared of getting bullied at school
Yeah.
for being
That's
gay.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so like I had like hidden it from everyone. I didn't tell anyone. I remember if people tagged me on Facebook in photos, I would like remove that so it wouldn't show
Yeah,
up on
right.
my friends.
You still do now.
And then I eventually made a second Facebook. This is how insane it was.
I
I
had
made
that
a
too, yeah.
second Facebook account, blocked all of my friends on that account, and then made that my dance account.
Yeah.
Right.
Which
I
is
remember
like, oh
Don't
yeah,
you
it was,
still have that?
it's my current one. I still
Right,
like my
okay.
old one is like I don't really use it. I should
Yeah,
delete
right.
it. But yeah, it took me a while. But I think when my friends found out, or at least people at school found out, it was CMJ.
Which is Siracuman Drive.
Yep.
Champs. just
Way,
for
way back in the
everyone.
day, I had like tagged along
Yeah.
for that weekend, like randomly, like a day before we flew out. And I did pretty well. I scored
Didn't you get three first?
three gold medals.
Yeah.
Yeah, three first place in all of the
Nice.
things I had entered.
Trifecta.
Which was it. It was really cool.
Wait, I got you in one, didn't I?
You did pro-am. We did pro-am together.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
yep,
got
yep.
Pro-Am, Jack and Jill.
That's
Oh.
it.
Yep.
I like. Yeah, it was
So
good.
it was all Maddie
Wine
then that helped you
adorable.
win it.
Yeah, it was all Maddie.
Sorry,
You know, every
I'm
time,
bringing it back to that again.
every time I get first
Every
place, it's
time.
usually with Maddie.
Both times.
You too?
Yeah, every time.
Every
You're
time.
welcome, guys. You're welcome.
Yeah.
what I'm
But it was it was good. It was awesome. Won my 3 medals. I was very, very happy about it. But at that point in my time, like at that point in time, I think I didn't have like a phone or no access to like the internet unless I was at my house. And I think your dad posted a photo of me with all my medals and tagged me in it.
So you couldn't
Yeah.
block
And
anything.
then I got back and everyone had seen it. Or at least like my
snap.
small group of friends
Yeah.
had seen it.
Did you find out who your friends were that day?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
no, like a
Surely they
few of
went
them were
to
like
church.
fine.
Yeah.
There was like the few people that in my mind was like, I can't imagine these people would care, and they didn't. They
Yeah.
thought it was cool. And then the people I had the fear about like being like mean or like bullying me
Yeah.
about it,
Yeah.
immediately did all of the things I was scared they were going
Yeah.
to do, which sucked. But and then that kind of like, and then again from that point on, never spoke about it again for like the rest of my high school experience until I eventually left and realized, oh, it actually doesn't matter, and it's such a big part of my
Yeah.
So I have
life.
another
that-
question because we talk about like starting dance as like for me as a young straight male, and I was the same as you. I was a fear of like, oh yeah, people are gonna say it's gay or like all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
When it doesn't really matter, like whatever.
Yeah.
But like for you, you were actually
Yeah.
bi or something.
Was
Like you were
a- yeah.
in the realm
Figuring
of
it
like.
out.
I was
You didn't-
there. There was a lot
Yeah.
of feelings
Figuring
So
there.
you were hiding some things from people because
Well-
of that judgment already.
It was hard
So-
because it was like, it was
Just
like,
pile it all on.
Yeah.
in one
it was
go.
like I was scared of them making fun of me for the thing I actually was. So it was like, oh, I can't even get around this in any way. It's just like they're making fun of the thing that I am.
So how that leads me to my next question. How was it when you like? So we were both around when you came out.
Yeah,
about that, and I think we were maybe one of the last ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for that, by the way.
No,
So just for context,
Just because you thought we didn't
when
know
it
already.
happened, we were sitting down, we were going through like a stressful period of time where I'm like, Mackenzie hasn't been talking to us, or like,
We thought you didn't
like,
love us anymore.
like I'm like, this guy hates us or something.
Yeah, he distanced
just hasn't like
completely.
shut us off and
Yes.
everything. I'm like, bro, we need to talk.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
it comes around.
We had like
and,
an intervention.
like,
It was a whole thing. It
was
a
was
whole
like a whole
intervention.
thing. There was a
and
lot of.
it's like a movie. I can picture it like a movie. Like,
There was so
Sing-
much build up. There
Yeah.
would be cinematic music in the
was-
background.
so this is
like,
funny.
this
When I
big
first
build-up
met
moment.
Mackenzie at the dance, like when he came dancing, because I already knew your brothers through working with them.
Yeah.
They're the same age as myself. And I know that they're already like I'm not sure what they
Yeah.
Where they are.
I've got a
But
very
yeah.
queer household.
Yeah.
Queer siblings. It's, yeah.
So I was like, I just assumed that you were probably around the same realm.
I know,
and
you
then-
said it to me.
I was like, you're gay, dude. Like, and then, so when you came out, I was like, you're fucking joking. Is that it?
Is that it?
Is that it, mate?
All
was-
of this
It
anticipation.
was so anticlimactic,
It
literally.
really was.
Like there was so much build up. I was like, and to be fair, there was, you know,
We're
you
like,
spend
yes,
so
and?
long, like thinking about it. It was like, and it was hard because I could see all in the ways in which it would have turned out exactly as it did.
Yeah.
Like I was like, we're really good friends. There's no way he'd really care or like this and that. But then there's like that other part of your brain
yeah.
that's like, but what if
Yeah.
this isn't the case?
Yeah.
What if this happens? I come out and then it's just like, oh, gross. No, I
Yeah.
don't want to be friends with you.
No, I'm still like that.
Yeah. But you were like that before that as well. So like, there
So
wasn't
nothing's
really a
changed,
shift.
really.
And then massive build up,
Yeah.
a lot of emotions, a lot of
Yeah.
tears, and then I think I remember, I actually came out, and you were like, "Is that it?" And I remember feeling like,
The soul
"What
crushing
the
moment.
The hell?
fuck? What the actual fuck? What was any of this for?" I was like, "Could we try this one more time? Maybe a little bit more of a reaction."
I love it.
It was so anticlimactic, but in a really, really nice way.
Would you say to like, I know I've seen like videos or things of people being like this, coming through the dance scene that haven't really, I guess you don't need to say it out loud to be like who you are, but I think part of hiding who you are like stops you from developing and growing you as a person probably, because you're trying to hide and like not show you.
Yeah.
So would you have any tips for anyone that would be maybe going through the same thing and be like, hey, you know, maybe like, you know, tell your friends at school if we're starting like a younger generation, like we've got a couple of 15-year-old, like younger people coming into class. We've got like, in America there's a juniors division. We don't have that here.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a bit hard and it's a bit tricky because I feel like it's so situational. I think in an ideal world, I would love to just be like to everyone. Be yourself. Be your full self.
Yeah.
Express yourself. You're
It's
like,
easier said than done.
Express yourself.
literally, yeah, express it. More passion. But like that would, in an ideal world, I would tell people to just like, fuck everyone else.
Yeah.
Live your own life. Do what makes you happy. But I don't think
it's not always as
it's
easy
not
as that.
always the safest space for people to be able to do that. Even like in my situation, I think I had a really supporting family, really like loving family. But I don't think the school I was at,
Was like
Even-
that.
yeah. There's just like,
And we talk about this
don't know.
later on about like
Yeah.
supportive people around you and stuff like that. So maybe it's different the more you get around those people as well.
and it's hard. Like it's you. If you're fortunate enough to like find those people, then like rely on the people that can be there for you. That's like the biggest help you'll get is if you have like other people. It's like so hard to do things alone.
I think the dance space is like a really good space though for people to be able to be themselves as well, because I think like dance can't really be defined by many things. Like it's very individualistic and it's very different from person to person. So I think it's a really cool space for people to be themselves, and I think the people you find you get to know and become friends with in that circle are of similar mindsets, so there's not as much judgment. Which is really cool. And I think the West Coast swing style that it is, being so expressive and individualistic, it's a really cool space for that to happen as well,
Yeah.
which is good.
No, it's awesome. And then like it's really funny because they're always just like, it gets better, and I think it did, or at least for me. I think I am lucky in a lot of ways. Great support system, really cool people in my life, so it's like easy now to like navigate it, or at least I'm now at a place where
You've
it's
learned
like
from the struggles before, so it's easier to know how you can. Like you've struggled through that before and been helped through it before, so you can then do it with other people or even.
And
Do
then
it
I
for
think, I
yourself.
guess even on top, like even more so than that, I think I went through, and I think this is pretty common with like young queer people of like trying to discover themselves, which I think is like an important thing to do.
Oh, that's
you should,
right.
Like, find out yourself.
You just went out for gold. I remember this phase.
No, you think you will. Oh yeah. Actually,
The light bulb moment. Oh,
actually,
yeah.
no. Now that I'm
Yeah,
thinking
yeah,
back, yeah.
Mackenzie was out clubbing maybe every week or
We
every
all
day.
go through that phase,
Yeah, that's
though.
it.
Regardless
That's true.
of sexuality,
That's true.
everyone has
Yeah.
that
That's
phase
true.
at some point.
It was
I had
just
that
funny
phase.
because it
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
you had just come out, and then I'm like, you know, that's cool, man. Like, I didn't realize that how much you would change like after you've been comfortable. Like, I didn't realize how much you were like, you wanted to experiment and get crazy. And I was like, oh yeah, cool, okay. I thought in my mind, I was like, nothing's gonna change because I already thought you were fucking like, okay, cool. And then next minute you come in like with a bra on or something. Not really, but
That didn't
Did I
happen.
do that?
yeah,
I
no,
mean,
did. I wouldn't put it past him. Let's be honest.
You, to be fair, you would do the exact same.
I'm gonna say.
I've come out with some
You've
crazy
probably
stuff.
done more gayer things than Mackenzie.
No,
to
I
actually
think
be
this
fair.
is like the funniest part of this dynamic is I don't think I'm the gay one out of
No,
the
it's
three of us.
definitely Zach.
I think
Yeah.
it's Zach.
Oh,
I think it's
It's
so
just you're so
Zach.
pretty, babe.
I'm supporting
You're
him.
so pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just Zach, you're a supportive friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little
Such
bit too much
supportive
sometimes.
friend.
Oh, let's
Oh,
go.
God.
What motivates you now in your West Coast swing? Like, where do you find your motivation these days?
I can't, like, I don't think there's like a specific thing motivating me. I feel like the dance itself, like in and of itself does that. Like, I love doing it and that's like enough. Or like, it's such a great way to like express like yourself. I don't know, like yourself.
yourself.
Yeah,
That's happened a couple of times
Oh.
now. Like,
Yeah. But no, it's just so fun. You can do so much with it, and like I feel like I've like developed my own thing within it. So it's like I just, and I guess on even more on top of that, I guess things that like drive me. The dance itself is already such a big factor of that, but then just seeing other dances, it's like you can always see the other place you could take it.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
there's so many. It's just so.
There's so many
endless.
different types of people in the world that
Yeah.
do this style, that have different styles of it.
Oh, it's so cool.
So if you don't, like,
No one's
let's
the
say,
same.
let's say if you're from a ballroom background, and there'll be someone that you can look up to that does that West Coast, or you see you're from a ballet background, or just a street background, or just no background.
Yeah.
There's always someone to look up to.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Well, that's it. And like, I guess that also helped as well. I already came from like a musical background, not a dance background, but
Yeah, having a basic understanding of rhythm
Yeah.
and timing definitely
Helps.
and I already
So-
like had such a big love for like music
Yeah.
already, or like being a
You got
musician.
timing, like phrasing.
And then like both my parents were dancers
Yeah.
as well, so it was like I think I had a
Your
lot
dad
of like
dances?
about
No way.
way back in the way back in the day.
Dad dance?
Neither.
Like we're talking like Islander dancing. So
My
like
dad,
for
no,
everyone
no,
here,
like
what is your
jazz
background?
and
What's your
tap.
culture and what's your background?
Oh, okay. So from my mom's side, she's from the from Rarotonga, from the Cook Islands, and then my dad is from New Zealand.
The Cook Islands
That's it,
represent.
that's it.
Let's get some West Coast over there. I know there's some people over there that do some West Coast.
Yeah,
now.
if we
Yeah.
can, that would be pretty cool.
Let's
That'd
go.
be pretty cool. So yeah, both of them were dancers. Mom, a lot of like her like traditional dancing, like back in the day. And then my dad, I think did like tap and jazz was like the two things he did.
Okay.
Yeah,
I do not picture that at all.
I know neither.
Wow.
I know
But
those
I
videos,
also
but I haven't
couldn't
seen
picture
them.
him making like Star Trooper costumes. either.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
It
Yeah,
happens,
yeah,
so-
he's
I can just
Um,
imagine a play with a bunch of stormtroopers tap dancing across the stage.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
See, he's a
Stormtrooper tap recital.
multi-talented
That would be
man.
Yes.
As,
Yes.
as am I.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What else you got?
so much,
Yeah.
so much. But yeah, coming from like a musical background and like a dancer family, I guess, was like super helpful. So I already had the love for music, and then to be able to put the movement on top of that. Because I always liked dance, or like I could feel that enjoyment from dancing, but I had just never been in the space where I was
Yeah.
dancing.
Your whole family is very artistic.
Yeah,
Your
Yeah.
brother's like
Artistic, creative.
drawing or
yeah, a
Singing
bunch of
or
creatives for
tattooing
Yeah.
or
sure.
yeah.
And your mum's always in her own little dance party. She does like these
Absolutely.
ones all the
Oh
time.
god,
by
yeah.
herself.
She's.
I
on
feel
it,
like
a
I'm
party
even
in
on like
herself.
I mean I haven't done
good.
shrooms. Or have I? But anyway, that's another conversation. I feel like I'm on shrooms when I like watch your mum dance. Sometimes like just in her own world, she's just vibing like
She's having the best time.
she's on her
just by
own
herself.
trip. She's just like, give me
Yes.
some more of myself.
And when she's dancing, like, if
I love it.
you can't accelerate your mum, she doesn't accelerate.
Dude,
She doesn't.
dude,
She's like,
and
and
she
no,
won't,
we
and
are
she
going
won't, and
slow. It's so
that's
funny.
I got
true.
2 turns out of her the other night. I was like,
Mm.
Leilani, 2 turns.
That's impressive.
You
Oh
crazy.
my god!
That's impressive.
Yeah, we were
Crazy.
just practicing dips the other day.
Hey, watch
Um,
out.
Cute.
Yep. But yeah, I said the story. I was like, I have never met someone that's so able to just stop what the leader's doing to do your own thing.
I think it's a great
It's
skill,
It's an interesting
but I don't think it's the way you should dance the whole dance.
No,
Have
but
it- like,
she's
has
like
her
having
own
the
jam.
best time. So
She's
like,
having a
who the
great
fuck?
time.
It does. That's right. It is.
That's
And
it.
I
You
just
do
love,
you.
I
You
love
enjoy
watching the
it.
leader's face when she does it though, because they're like,
Oh shit! From such a little person.
And like, not even
Yeah.
like, she's really good at like doing this through the connection. But if not, she'll literally just be like,
Stop.
like hand up to the face, like stop. It's my time.
Oh,
This
that's
is
so
my
good.
dance.
Oh,
God,
I love
yeah,
it.
she's
So
cool.
That's so
She's
good.
pretty cool.
so there was a little controversial thing that happened recently.
Just a bit.
May have
Just a bit.
involved some petitioning. May have involved said petitioning. Thought we were going ahead with that, then didn't.
Yep.
Results were interesting.
That's it.
You want to touch on that a little bit for us, Ken?
Yeah. I reckon. Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about this because I reckon we could spend time
Oh, yeah.
fully delving into it. I guess like a basic or like an overall or an overview of the situation was I think I had petitioned up at an event last year in New Zealand. Some of you might have already known this because I think it got a lot of traction
It did
following
get
this.
a little bit of traction.
Yeah.
How many views you got on that dance from that event now?
Yeah, in
Oh.
hindsight, it actually worked
No,
exponentially.
literally
favour.
great. So like
Yeah.
I think yeah,
All,
that
all
routine got to
publicity is
like
good publicity.
Yeah, exactly right.
routine's at like 1 million now. Other demos from that weekend are like at like 800,000. So it's like
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
there's some good numbers there. But yeah, essentially what had happened. I am currently in advanced. That is the level I've been in for I'd say quite some time
Yeah,
now.
Australia and
But
our small events.
small community,
Yep.
that's alright. I'm so at peace with it. Anyway, I at New Zealand. I can't remember exactly. Oh, I had petitioned up. So I had talking to the event directors. We had like the comp set up, and I petitioned up to compete in the All-Star division, at which I then placed second.
Yep.
Second to you guys.
That's second to,
Second to you
who?
guys.
Who? Ken? Second to
Yeah. But I got second. So everyone at the event, including myself, were like, "Oh, he placed. That means he
He's
gets
an
his All-Star
All-Star."
points and gets to stay there forever."
Yeah, it was a very
Because
exciting
that's the way
time.
it's happened with everyone else in the world.
Yeah.
So,
I can't speak.
Maybe
for
not everyone else in the world. I won't say that because yeah. Just so we all know, this is like everything that we have on this podcast is our opinion, not like 100% the way that the thing should go either. So everyone has their own opinion about this. This is
Yeah.
just ours.
That's
Yep.
it. And it was like, yeah, so I petitioned up, placed second, was very excited about it. And then I think a few days after the event, I had been contacted by the event director. And they were just like, so we've heard back from the World Swing Dance Council. They flagged the petition and have revoked the points due to X, Y, and Z. There was like a multitude of reasons. If you want to check out the discussion,
It's a great discussion on
was some-
Westy discussion
Yeah.
of the day, I think, on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
went off for a very long time.
this will be back like
Some good reading
October
material.
2023.
The
if
thing
you
that
like
does
wanna see
suck
it.
for me,
Yeah.
like on that whole thing, is that like coming back to Australia is such a small place
Yep.
and we're still growing. And I think Australia's done very well, all things considering. And like,
a lot
how
of
long
that
it's been
has
around.
involved us traveling, though.
Yeah.
yeah, we have to do the
Yeah,
traveling.
we
We
have
have to
to
put in
travel.
the thousands and thousands
Yeah,
of
yeah.
dollars, which again, lots of people do in
Yep.
other states that have it right next door. Like for context, for people that might be listening to this that aren't in Australia, it costs what, maybe $1,000 or
What
to
is
get
this for?
to get to New Zealand from here, and it's maybe 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah, depending where you're coming from.
Yeah.
So we're,
Yeah.
we're going across country, 2 or 3 hours across country.
Keep
to
in
a-
mind, Australia is like the size of Europe in its entirety.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people
So a lot of
forget.
people.
We're
So a lot
spending
of
like
people.
$1,000 to get 3 hours away.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then if we want to go to Perth, which is the other side of Australia,
Mm.
what's that ex-travel agent?
Well, I only know what it was before COVID, and even before COVID, it was like $1,200. Oh, sorry, it was like $800.
There you go.
And it would be even more now.
Yeah.
There you go. So like, it's and then take into fact that our community is still smaller. we don't have as many schools. So like we probably have how many total in Australia?
I don't actually know. There's
Less
quite.
than 10.
Yeah, we have less than 10
Like,
schools.
from
You
5
reckon?
to 10.
Yeah. Yeah, there'd be
Shit.
In all
less
the
than 10.
states, we've got
Like,
What we
as
got?
in currently running, I could probably only name like 6.
3 here.
Potentially.
There's
2 or 3 in
6 or 7.
Queensland.
1 in Sydney.
3 in
No,
Queensland.
there's a couple in
A
Sydney.
couple, like 3 or 4.
In Sydney.
Yeah,
Damn.
there's a
Okay,
couple
maybe
in
that
Sydney,
number
couple in
might be a bit
Four,
higher.
maybe
Yeah.
4 or 5 in Sydney. 2 possibly in WA.
Yeah.
But
And
anyway, those numbers don't matter.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, it just would have been good because when we first started, it was like, I don't know, when you first started, what was the top level?
When I first started,
I think it might have been advanced.
it
Was it
might.
advanced when you started? Oh no,
It
it would be.
would
because
have
we would
been
have
because
been
you guys were
advanced.
all in
Yeah,
around
it
the
would
time
have
I
been
started. I think
Advanced,
everyone.
it would have been intermediate advanced.
Yeah.
Maybe combined.
Maybe.
Yeah, we did
2014.
have some all
Yeah.
stars, but it never had a need to run an event, so it would have been
Yeah.
IA.
Yeah,
Okay.
it would have been intermediate
Yeah.
advanced, if not
Yeah.
just
And
advanced.
now,
but
like when I first started,
Yeah.
intermediate was the
Yeah,
highest
that
level.
was the top level we had.
well, that's it. Yeah.
And people needed to petition up to that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we needed people to be the leaders and all that sort of stuff.
Mm.
And I get people need to earn their place and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I think it just sucks because to have another All-Star would be awesome for Australia. And yes, there's the thing of like, oh, but you have to earn your way, pay the money, pay your dues, do the work, all that time stuff.
Yeah.
Which is fair, absolutely. I don't think people understand that you've done it. Or not that you haven't done it to the same extent.
No.
But that you're trying to, I think you're definitely trying more now than you did before in the sense that you're traveling to Singapore this year, Korea this year.
Well, this is
New
again
Zealand
like
last year,
the like
do you
the
know what I mean?
larger point of this being that Australia, or I guess a common experience of like being a dancer that's living in Australia, and I imagine much the same for other smaller communities, is feeling that disconnect from, I imagine, like a place in the States where there's just so many events.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's so
overwhelming.
accessible.
There's so many.
There's just like so many different things to go to. And then in Australia, we can't even make all of the ones we go here, and there's not that many. Like, I can't
It's
actually
like
attend
one
all
every
of
maybe
them.
2 months.
The other
Yeah.
fun thing that I was thinking about is like, I mean, World Swing Dance Council, right? So World Swing Dance. I'm not a professional on this topic, so take what I have with a grain of salt. Like I said, just an opinion, not a fact. Yeah. When I think about it, I don't know how many. I think most of them might be Americans. There's maybe a
No,
few.
they do have a mix. They've got members from Asia, Europe, America.
Okay, cool.
So
And then there's representatives from other places and
yes,
stuff, right?
correct. So they have definitely diversified, which is good. But I think the actual knowledge of how we operate here in Australasia
Isn't seen.
isn't seen and
Yes.
isn't known.
That's because no one lives here in that makes that decision over there. Like
That's in the higher level of.
I was talking to Brad about this actually, so we'll get Brad on the podcast at
Brad
some
Whelan?
point. Brad
Yes.
Whelan, yeah.
Some point
yeah.
soon.
But he was talking to I think a few people about it and saying, no, you should start a Australian Dance Council or whatever. I'm like, yeah,
So funny.
cool. Let's see how that
Yeah.
goes down with the big personalities.
It starts
that we
right
have.
here with MackZaddy and
Guys,
people.
I can start an
Yeah.
all-star.
Yeah, it's your Australian.
We're going to
swing
overtake
dance
the World
council.
Swing Dance Council
Yep.
and the World Swing Dance Council will become Australian Swing Dance Council.
But I think there must have been like all.
Actually, you don't do West Coast Swing, that's right. It's too hip
No, it's too hip-hoppy, it's too clunky.
Oh,
One
there
of
was
the
that.
comments
some of
he
my
got.
hate mail.
Oh, can
Yeah.
you share some of your hate mail?
Wait, can I read
You
it?
don't have to say who it is.
I don't
No,
know who
we're
it
not
is.
gonna say who it
Just-
is, but-
just-
I actually don't have like, it was just some random.
It was around around the point of like, this is not West Coast Swing
So these were comments from your routine.
This was actually...
Which wasn't, by the way, put
um,
together to be a West Coast Swing
Yeah.
classic routine.
It was
Just for
supposed to be a
clarification.
Well,
routine.
actually, well then this is a little bit worse because this was actually just a demo. Me and Rashanya did.
Oh, this is the demo. Okay.
Yeah. So it actually was meant to be West
So
Coast.
you were trying to do West Coast.
No.
Mate, you
it
got to try
totally
harder. I
is.
don't think you actually know. How long you been doing this for? 10 years. You got a lot of work to
Not
do.
long enough. Clearly.
Oh, gold.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Wait,
matter what
we
it
should-
is.
We're going to pause and come back to that because that
Yeah.
would be very entertaining to read.
I
But I
think
think,
Yeah, we'll try to find it, but
please
Yeah.
do. It's going to be really juicy reading material. But I think, how did you feel coming second in a division with quite literally all stars for the first time? and earning your second place, and then not earning your second place.
Damn, what a question.
No, it's true. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was it was so good. I literally just like loved it the whole time. There's literally nothing better than like seeing the one thing you've been hoping for years, to get it, to then get it, and then to immediately have it stripped away from you by a bunch of people you don't know.
Oh, that's amazing. And
That's
that don't know
Again,
you.
I'm not even salty about it,
Oh,
but no, it was. To be fair, I am actually quite fine with it. It was
Yes.
like all fun and jokes.
And
It's
there's gonna
fine.
be, like,
it's
I feel
whatever.
like you're definitely using it as a motivator for yourself to be like, you know what,
That's it.
I'm going to prove myself.
Yeah.
And I think it will make you stronger.
It was
Yeah.
an awesome dance.
It was
It was a
fun.
great
Yes,
dance.
Yeah.
it
It
was
was a great
super
dance.
awesome. Yeah. Love
So the
you,
people
Dan.
that matter to you, I think, support you enough to be like,
Yeah.
like you know what everyone around you thinks.
Yeah.
Oh,
The people
and
that
like
know
this is
you-
the other thing. It's just
Yeah.
like
We
it's
all know
just
you
a.
belong in intermediate.
It's just
you know
a.
what I mean?
Yeah. I
It's
moved
okay,
up
bro.
too quickly.
Oh,
Moved
yeah.
up too quickly.
That's it. Go
Um,
back to newcomer.
But that's
actually.
it. It's like my comp status is not a representation of my actual
I
dancing,
love that.
which is
I
so
love
like
that.
they're two different things. It did still sting
Yeah,
a little bit,
of course.
I think, and like I guess to give more, and we love saying this, context to this. When I had originally moved up to advanced, it was so content. It's like I just did it. I've moved up to this next
Yeah.
level. I'm gonna be here for a while. That's fine. And then I was there for I can't even remember how long. I think I got it. Still, yeah. I think I got a year in, and then I was like, okay, I'm doing okay. Like I'm getting points.
Oh, sorry, featuring Lolly.
This is
today.
Lolly. So when the computer changes
Oh,
because
yeah,
she's
she's
walking on it.
Lolly is on the keypad. Of the
Lolly.
laptop. Good job.
Goodness.
Nice work.
Cool.
Fantastic.
Well, that's
Featuring
exactly
Lolly
what
the
we
ragdoll, everybody. Before we were rudely interrupted.
Cool. And yeah, so when I had been in advance for maybe like a year, I'm not entirely sure, but I had like worked out the math, and I am someone that fortunately cannot really travel that much.
Are
or
you
at least-
disabled?
Is
No, I'm broke.
that it?
Can you not work?
Broke.
Have you got a disability that you can't earn money?
Whoa.
man. Whoa,
Don't
man.
project your problems onto other people.
No, someone asked me this of you. Not
Yeah.
me. This is the same. You get hate mail not from just me. You get it from other people too.
You're such a jerk. Like,
So
why are you
glad.
even friends with him? Why am I marrying
Every day,
him? And
every
why are
day
you
I'm
friends
just
with
like,
him?
See,
so
that, I
unsure.
just want
Question
to. I
myself
also want to
every
point out the fact that people get comps, and I hate hearing this. Like people that whinge about novice and they stuck in there for ages, and I'm like, we've all been stuck at some level, and you know what? You get stuck at every level. There's a challenge in every level.
That was it. I was about to say, actually, the only level I've been stuck in has been advanced.
Yeah.
I was really fortunate to kind of fly
Yeah.
through the
Okay.
ranks very
Okay.
quickly.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
guess
that's
so.
right.
But like,
But I guess no, I now
That
relate to it
challenge
because
will
now
happen.
I've been advanced for so long.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it doesn't matter.
that
It's
challenge
just-
will happen no matter what level you're at. No, this is my point. Like, so it could happen in advanced, it could happen intermediate, it could happen in newcomer, it could happen, well, hopefully not newcomer because it lasts a year.
Yeah.
But like some people won't even make it past a year because they're too defeated by not making it out of newcomer within that year. Do you know what I mean? So like, I think it's a props to you to be like, hey, I'm gonna battle this. I'm gonna prove myself even more.
Yeah.
Like instead of being like, fuck you guys, I'm gonna give up.
Well, that's it. And to quickly go back into the point that I was trying to say before,
I interrupted.
which is so fine.
interrupting.
Just to give I just like to give a clearer idea. I'd moved into advanced. I'd been there for a while, and I'd worked out or I'd done the math on how or like what the path would look like to be able to get to All Star based on the points. And
Which is, how many now? How many
well,
points
yeah,
do
we'll
you
get
need?
there. At the time, it was 45 points to move
Yeah.
up to All Star. And I'd worked it out if I did every single Australian and New Zealand event throughout the year. And I had placed first at every single event for all the Jack and Jills I did, I could move up in 3 years.
Oh,
And then COVID happened.
so rough.
So then there was like a 2 year and a half period where there was just
Yeah.
no dancing.
Yeah.
And then once we started to slowly get back into it, it was like, all right, 3 years from now.
Yeah.
And then I'd like started getting my points, did not place first at all of these events. So that was already pushing that like date back. To then last year get the fantastic news that they were changing the points from 45 to 60.
Woo!
And then it was like, so that was a bit disheartening. which made it even more disappointing to have then the petition.
Yeah, yeah. Just sandwich it.
Yeah. But you know what? It is what it is. What can you do? What can you do?
Did you find any of these hate messages?
Oh,
really
yeah.
I'm really interested to see.
I love this one. This one will be
Have you
on.
had any hate messages?
No, because everybody loves me.
I don't think
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
had
no
any
hate
hate
mail.
messages either.
I think the
Well, no.
most.
Or maybe I have.
They just say it like.
I think
behind
I've
your
actually.
back.
I think I might have had some hate messages during COVID time.
Yeah.
During the COVID period.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a whole other thing.
I love it. I've like on my big videos, they get like mixed bag. Usually pretty good. I got told I look like Justin Bieber a lot. Is like literally hundreds of comments saying that.
Interesting.
It's crazy.
Can't see the resemblance
Yeah.
myself.
Me,
In the
But,
video, it was like I was wearing a beanie. I think I could kind of
Okay,
get it, but
okay.
like anyway, the comment itself, the one I love this. It was I don't know who this man is, but what does this have to do with West Coast swing? Not sure why they're at a West Coast event. Respect the dance and the legacy. I think someone had responded being like, they're doing a fusion. I guess they said they don't have the conditionals to hijack West Coast swing.
The conditionals.
The conditionals to hijack
What
West
does
Coast
that
swing.
even mean?
I'm not entirely sure. West Coast swing can already be danced to hip hop with musicality. This is beyond clunky. It is not artistic.
That.
Boom!
That's gold.
I love it.
That's
Just
heavy
stop
gold
doing West
right
Coast.
there.
It was
Actually,
really,
stop dancing.
It was honestly, you know
Do
what?
us all a favor and
There's
stop.
nothing like getting like
That's amazing.
hate mail though to make you feel like you've made it. Like I'm reaching enough people that like.
Yeah, you have hate mail.
Obviously, no one's.
That's a
not
great way
everyone's
to
gonna
look
like
at it,
me.
Mackenzie.
And that's
That's
it.
a great way to look at it.
Now
You've
that
gone
I'm.
viral so much, you're getting hate mail.
And
Yeah,
you know
now
what?
that I'm so famous.
You don't know who the fuck that is. That's it.
And I don't need to. That's it.
Actually, I have got some hate mail.
You
Now
have?
that I think
It's
about
all
it.
about you.
From
Yeah,
me.
no. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. No, that's a great way to look at it.
That's good.
That's a great way to look at it.
I've made it.
I
Well,
love it.
yeah, I can
You've
still
made
make
it.
it. I've made it.
Congratulations, you have
Jealousy.
hate
You'll
mail.
get that.
Well, jealousy
You'll get
is
that, guys.
the
Yeah, I don't think we've had
biggest
hate
form
mail.
of it. No, I have.
No, we.
Not as much
Or-
hate mail
or
as I've
myself.
gotten.
Oh, I have. A lot of people
I'm
hate me,
amazing.
just secretly.
Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
think it's
No,
secretly.
jokes. It's because they don't know me. How awesome I am.
No, yeah, crazy. Yeah, but I was like, I remember reading that. I was like, I saw the video pop up
Wow.
on my TikTok and I was like, oh, cool,
Yeah, yeah.
someone posted this.
That's
And then like
so
saw the comment and it was like,
I don't know. I don't even. It's like they just put words together to sound like they were factual and knew lots of things, but
Yeah.
it actually makes no sense.
And you know what? You go, hey, actually,
I would love to reply.
can
to
I
this.
please?
Oh, man.
You know what? I would. I was talking about this to
Don't.
Mackenzie, and I was like, I think the best way to go about this is like, because you got to uphold this image of being nice, right?
Do you?
And
I don't feel like I'm upholding it.
no, you're not right now. Because this is
I
gonna
don't
go
think
like.
it's an image I need to uphold.
Be
I think
yourself.
like
In
within
the same
myself,
time,
I'm
so
already that.
I would, the way I was talking to you about this is I was like, you should message them and reply and say, oh, you're so right. Can I please book a private lesson with you? What is your private lesson rate to understand all of these conditionals that I need to understand?
I would want to book a private.
I want to
What's the
understand these
conditionals?
what they're
conditionals.
talking about.
And then I'll be like, what is your private lesson rate? Mate, you're charging way too little. Can I please charge you more? Because I charge more than that.
That's interesting.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no.
I don't know,
Tom,
something
Tom.
smart assy
That's
like
good.
that.
I kind of want to like print it out and put it on my wall.
Frame it. You should
Yeah,
frame it.
frame it.
Yeah.
Hang it up.
We're going to tie this up with a fun little trivia quiz.
Let's do the test.
About you.
Oh,
Yes.
oh my god.
Let's see how well you know each other. So Zach, you'll be the timekeeper for this.
Oh, am I? I don't get to ask any of them?
No, you don't, because I read better than you. So,
Okay,
Fair
fair enough.
So fair. I like it.
Yeah.
Let me get my timer then.
So you can do timing though. Good
How long are we doing? 15 seconds?
15 seconds
All right, I better
is what
go,
you
yeah.
are allocated for per question.
15 seconds.
Fantastic.
There's maybe there's a couple bonus things in here, but
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I will ask the question and then Zach will start the timer. So don't start.
Okay,
until I
at
finish
the end.
question,
Okay.
Just to clarify.
As soon as you. Okay. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
can you
yeah.
say go?
Or I
when
can
you
just stop
finish it?
talking and you
Okay,
can just
sure.
So end of the
Start.
question. The timer has started. I've got 15.
Let's see how
Do
we
I
go.
need to give you a verbal cue, like a
Are you ready?
or something?
No,
Ready?
ending the question will be fine.
Okay.
I'm sure I'll
Are
get
you
it.
ready?
I'm so ready.
Let's go!
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's. Oh.
Can you please zoom in on
Stop
my
the timer.
face on that?
Stop distracting me from my important role in
Okay,
question reading.
Ready,
Okay.
set, go, man.
How many first places have you achieved in advance?
Fuck. In advanced. Like what? 5, 6?
You gotta pick one. Pick
6.
one number.
6. I'm going with the higher one. 6.
How? Wow.
Was
How
that right?
do you know the
He
answer?
studied on this. He studied on this.
That's what
Was
you
there not
think.
a bonus question to that?
I won question 1.
Yeah,
Can
well,
you just
I thought
wait?
there was a bonus question for that.
There is later. Just wait. Your timekeeping. Just
Oh,
stick
I
to
thought
your job
the
and I'll stick to
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
Zach, stop
Here we
trying
go.
to control everything.
Stop micromanaging.
Stop trying to
It
control
was
everything.
6 though?
Yeah, so
Fantastic.
6. You have won
Love
6
that.
places first places in advance.
This
Nice.
bonus question would have thrown you off if you had it at the same time.
This involves a bonus question.
Yeah.
Maybe. How many first places in total from novice to advanced have you achieved?
Oh. I'm gonna guess it's around like,
5,
let's go
4,
14,
1.
13.
13
12.
is locked in. 13
12
is locked
I'm
in.
locking in 12.
Okay, that's interesting. So,
Interesting.
It's way
you
less.
Interesting.
have achieved
Wait, I know it's not.
10, but 12 including following. So, yes.
Oh, wait, was that true?
Yes, 12 total first places from novice to
Does that
advanced,
count as like
including
a...
following. I'll give
Including
it to you
following.
because I forgot if you can still advance.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
you ready? You ready?
Yeah, I'm
Next
so ready.
question.
Let's go, let's go.
What is your registered WSDC member number?
What the fuck? I think it starts with 14. 14052.
No.
Locked in.
Close. 14. There is a 0 and a 2,
Whoa.
but it's
not a
14209.
209.
Yeah.
That was pretty good
Have
though.
you looked? How many times have you looked at that?
I guess every time you
did
register
check
for
out
an
your
event.
WSDC
Do you
on
look at it every
yourself?
time you register?
No. I just did like I remember the 14, but
I mean,
that's
I know
about
there's
it.
like an
I
8,
didn't
a
even
1,
know.
and a 6
I
in mine.
don't have
know
a
what
single
order.
clue what number
Yeah.
I would be.
nice.
Well, that doesn't really
I
surprise me.
don't know. Yeah, I've been on like
I don't
I've
do numbers.
seen it
Yeah.
before.
5, 6, 7,
You
8.
do numbers, they're just in different places too.
Yeah, my 6s and 9s, they're different. Sometimes a 5 looks like a 6 too. Sometimes. Okay. Anyway.
Alright, we got 3 more questions for you.
Three more.
Okay. What was your last intermediate leader placement and when or what event did you achieve this? That's your bonus question.
Whoa, say that one more time. So sorry.
I'll pause it for you.
Thanks.
What was your last intermediate placement as a leader
As a leader,
and when or what event, if you can remember?
as a leader.
So first place, intermediate leader. Do you remember the last time you had that?
Go.
How did I move up? Oh, it was first place and it was at Swing Station in 2016.
I love that you look at me like I'm going to give you an answer. I'm gonna give you
17.
an answer.
It was definitely an intermediate. It was first
3,
place
2, 1.
at Swing Station 2016.
It was Swing Station, however, it was 2018.
18. Fuck.
2
Oh
years
well, of
off.
course I started in
Yeah.
2014.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
That
that
was
makes sense.
that was the
Yeah.
pressure. The
Yeah,
pressure was getting to me.
Oh,
Sorry.
pressure.
See,
Yeah,
it's not
okay.
easy.
Okay.
Even
Yeah.
though you're
yeah,
doing
the
really well,
pressure.
which bothers me.
Yeah. You know.
How many views on your first Facebook reel with Rashanya have you had?
It's gotta be less
first
than
one.
1,000, right? Oh God, actually,
The first
I'm
one.
locking
First
in.
Facebook reel.
I'm gonna go 600
Done.
views.
Oh, bless you. It's 11K.
Oh,
Nice.
11K.
Yeah.
That's
Woo!
very cool.
Nice,
Very, very
nice.
cool.
The
Yeah.
first one we posted.
First one? Yeah.
Damn, I thought those ones were like too far away to
No,
like.
no.
Damn.
With
nice.
all your drama with the positioning,
People
everyone
started
just saw
watching it.
everything.
No.
Yeah.
After
Again,
that,
any
everything
PRs
blew
can
up.
count.
It was
Yeah.
like all all PRs, good PR.
This is your last question. Are you ready, Mackenzie?
I'm so ready.
In 2018, you danced with Kate Foster, not known as Kate Foster anymore, but she will always be humbly known as Kate Foster, in Advanced All-Star Strictly.
Mm-hmm.
What was your placement? Bonus question, what did Zach get in the same category?
Well, I beat him because I came first.
I knew
don't
you'd remember
hesitate
this
on
one.
that.
My guess
I
is
knew
you
you'd remember
came
this one.
second.
I knew you'd remember
My
this one.
guess is you came. I can't remember your placement because that's not what I was thinking. But I knew I came first. We also went first. Yeah.
This is the one.
Also, there's
This is the
more to
one-
this.
This is the one where I said, look, I'll pay you my private lesson rate when you beat me.
Yeah.
And I meant Jack and Jill.
Yeah. So
But
what
you
had
did it
happened-
in Strictly, and I said, okay, but no, that doesn't
No,
count.
and we kind of spoke about this. I used to, when I first started, I did privates with you for like a year. Or
Yeah.
I did privates with you for like quite a
Far
long
out.
time.
I was going to say a year, that's not very long, because I must have taught you a lot Like,
I got everything
if
you knew.
if I made you beat me in a year, I must be a great teacher.
I don't think I stopped
Same.
doing the private for you. We within some points of doing that, we made that deal of like
Yeah,
when
yeah.
the
I
deal
must know how
was
to motivate him or
what
something.
he said. What he
Because
said
he's
to
broke,
me.
I offered him money.
This guy.
Bless.
Oh, the broke 13-year-old.
No,
Yeah,
you're
surprise,
21 now,
surprise.
And I
and
don't
you're
want it
still broke.
anymore. Yeah, but that's so fine. Yeah, but anyway, you told me, you said to me the first time you beat me in a competition that you would pay me for a private. Babes, I did that the first advanced division. I like.
And you know
after
what?
moving up.
Fair enough. That's why you
First-
remember it, because you're so salty.
Exactly,
About it.
because I won, and I went up to you and I was like, "Look, first time, I immediately beat you," and you were like, actually no, actually,
I
my
actually
Jack and
changed it.
Jill."
Can I have my private lesson money back? I meant actually in
No.
All-Star.
No, you
When
can't.
when you're in All-Star.
Too late.
That's it.
You
Too
can't.
late.
I'm
I've
joking.
spent the money.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
joking.
gone.
No, you're broke again.
Yeah.
That's why.
It goes for the
Yeah.
takeaway.
Guys,
So-
I did fantastic. If I
Okay.
do say so myself.
So,
Just to finish off, I actually don't know what Zach came. I don't actually care, but
second.
if
Did you?
Yeah, okay.
Good
Thank
Okay.
you.
No
Wow.
one cares.
You
it was
didn't
second
find the
and
answer
he
to
came
that.
first, you still lost.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Good job.
Thank you.
Well
Thank
done.
you very much.
Well done. That was
I
very
hope you
impressive.
all know a little bit more about Mackenzie and how fucked up he is. Oh, no, jokes.
And why he decides to still be friends with Zach is beyond me.
It's
but
amazing.
anyway.
If
You know what?
guys
You
can
probably
figure it out-
don't. You probably won't be able to figure that out in
Yeah,
this
no,
video because
yeah,
I'm
no.
still unsure.
You guys might figure it out a couple of episodes through. You never know. Never
I
know.
don't know. We'll
Thanks
see.
for joining us.
Thanks.
Catch you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.